Using the newest technology in functional MRI and in electroencephalograms, neuroscientists have discovered that we don't use one brain, but we have actually 3 brains located here. But guess what? The thinking portion of the brain is not really the one that triggers the decision yes or no. But the actual decision maker is the top of the stem and the portion that unite both hemispheres. This is referred to in the medical literature as the reptilian brain. Sometimes people call it the first brain. It's also called the old brain. It's also called the limbic system. Doesn't matter what you call it. What matters is that we use the most ancient part of our brain to make all our decisions. And there is a good news, and there is a bad news. The bad news is we decide at the level of a crocodile. And the good news is that brain is so ancient, it's so primitive, that's why it's called the reptilian brain, that it becomes almost predictable. The reptilian brain is approximately 500 million years old. And just to put things in perspective, our species is about 200,000 years old, and words are only 20,000 years old. In other words, we've been using words as a way to communicate only for about 10% of our existence. You know, abstract concepts, even words, are only reserved for the neocortex. An easy-to-use, integrated, scalable, modular architecture of various modules that will provide the end user with a... No. The reptilian brain does not understand any of that. This thing here represents typically 2% of our body mass, but it uses 25 to 30% of our energy. Optic nerve plugs directly into the reptilian brain. So what that means is we had eyes before we were really smart. Gloria, snake, potential death. So what? Thank God it's not me. So because people are selfish, because it's all about me, the best way to sell to people is not by selling to them, but it's by thinking of yourself as a doctor. But you notice that when you get to a doctor, the doctor doesn't start by saying, hey, you need to take 2 aspirins. No, what does the doctor do before he prescribes the aspirin? He diagnoses your pain. And if we want to be effective in sales and marketing, we need to do the same thing. So you need to put your stethoscope on and go to see your clients or the people you're trying to influence and ask them a few questions. So, what brought you in today? Where does it hurt? How long have you had this condition? What are some of the symptoms of your condition? You know? And then, once you will have completed your diagnostic, then it will be okay to sell. So it's not like emotions are optional. No. Emotion is the basic fuel that is needed by our brain to make all our decisions. There is no such thing as a rational decision. It does not exist. Why? Because this is an emotional processing machine. You know as much as I do about neuromarketing now. Thank you. Bye-bye.